Hello everyone watching out there on Facebook. It's Stephen Smith coming to you with a live art mini. We've switched up the day on you again, so we're doing Tuesdays for this December. Today's theme, we're talking about pop culture, how the artists here have been influenced by their favorite movies, TV shows, music, books, cartoons, etc., etc. And I want to feature for you today Mr. Matthew Smith. Matthew, is anyone you can say hi to out there? He is hard at work on his Star Wars picture. David wants to say hi.
Hi!
Who you want to say hi to, David? Everybody? All right, we're going to start talking with Matthew today. Matthew is heavily influenced lately by Star Wars. He's been a fan of the Mandalorian show, and he's also an expert on everything Star Wars past, including the movies, the books. Anything else I'm missing, Matthew?
We forgot the games.
The games, the video games, the board games, things like that.
They didn't make very many board games. LucasArts, which was a division of Lucas Productions, made a lot of video games.
Okay. You want to come over and tell people on the screen about it?
I can just name them off. Basically, you had the Jedi Knight series, which was Jedi Knight, Dark Forces, then you had number 2, then you had Outcast, Jedi Academy. All 4 of those were done by LucasArts.
Alright.
Let's see. You also have the Jedi Starfighters, the first 2 Star Wars Battlefronts.
Alright, I think
You've had the Knights of the Old Republic, the 2 new Battlefronts, which were also influenced and everything else.
I was going to say, you can obviously tell Matthew's expertise in Star Wars, so we're going to challenge any of you, anyone watching out there, if you would like to quiz Matthew or try to stump him on Star Wars knowledge and trivia, feel free to put a comment in the section today as you're watching. And as always, Kim's behind the scenes looking after those comments and letting us know who's out there. So say hi, give us a like, give us a heart, let us know that you're watching. So Matthew, I always like to do a little segment on things that you might not know about our artists. Is there anything special you'd like to share? Maybe something rare that people might not know about you?
There is possibly one thing. I am a former Boy Scout.
A former Boy Scout?
Yeah.
Very cool. What kind of skills did you learn while you were there?
Pretty much all the skills you would need to go into the military. Which would involve survival skills, because utilize guns, archery, tracking. There's food preparation, working with wood, leather.
Very cool. Jack of all trades, Matthew is a wealth of knowledge, and well as employee. Would you like to tell everyone about your job status right now?
Let's not get into
No?
at the most, it's semi-stable.
Okay. I was going to say, there's a spot out there where people could visit you and go see you while they're shopping this holidays, but I'll leave that up to you to share.
Well, it's about being I'll be busy. It's about being I don't have time to go around and greet people. I get nervous. I unsettle people. I've always have. That's one of the major issues.
Okay.
I unsettle normal people, and as a result, it leads to negative outlooks.
Well, to each their own, but just to let you know, you don't unsettle us. I think you're very interesting and have lots of skills and knowledge. All right. We've got Gene Sparks watching at home. Hi, Gene. Good to see you tuning in again. We'll see Dwayne soon. And we also want to say a big hello to our sponsor for Live Art Mini. We've got Symmetry Boutique and Gallery in Cherry Armstead out on Sims Road in Fairfield. So Christmas is quickly approaching. For all of you looking for holiday gifts out there, stop by and find something special for your loved ones at Symmetry Boutique and Gallery. Everything is handmade, one of a kind. Same way with InsideOut Studio here. Everything is handmade by our artists in the studio So 2 good options for your shopping for the holidays. All right, Matthew, we're going to come back to you, and we're just going to zoom in on your painting here. So this is the painting Matthew's been working on for quite a while. Would you like to tell everyone out there, describe your scene?
Well, probably the only ones who would recognize it would be the ones who have played the games. If anyone who has ever played any of the Knights of the Old Republic games will recognize Corbin immediately.
Okay, I'm going to readjust our creative cam here so people can get a better view. Try not to jostle around too much. But as you can tell, Matthew's got quite a large scale piece. I'm guessing this is about 5 feet by 4 feet. How long do you think you've been working on this?
I think it's been well over a year, 2 years.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a massive project. Normally, I would be quizzing through the stuff, but I have to get all the characters correct. Got 4 more on this side to do after this one.
Okay.
And then this side will be done. Then I can move on to that side. Get that side done, then it becomes a whole lot easier.
Very cool. I'm going to see if we have some of your stencils in the back. So you can, if you lean back just a minute, people can see the main scene of what's happening. You have a, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, which I probably will be wrong on a lot. You have a Sith Lord.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. For starters, he is not a Sith Lord. He is an Emperor. Total difference. Emperors are at the very top. They are extremely powerful. We're talking a being who can quintessentially devour all life on a planet just by walking.
Okay. And then you've got his army. I'm guessing these aren't stormtroopers?
No, they are Sith Imperial troops.
Imperial troopers. Okay. Very cool. And this is a base or headquarters, I'm guessing?
No. On both counts.
Oh,
This is actually the Sith Academy.
okay.
This is actually the Valley of the Sith Lords. That is what it's called. Each of these open spaces is a Sith tomb, where an ancient Sith Lord dwells. Now, these guys do not just disappear when they die. They stay around to offer knowledge, occasionally possess some people, whatnot.
Very cool.
Anyways,
Well, this is a large undertaking. And you can see, like, using source imagery like this, we've always encouraged our artists to do their own take, do an original drawing. So Matthew did all the drawing of this by hand, so it's not stealing directly from copywritten material. And then your little guys down here, the Imperial soldiers. Let's see if I have the stencil. There. Well, anyway, when he was doing this to make sure that they're all scaled the same, he made a stencil they could trace one by one. Hey, there it is. Like that. So we got transfer paper where he can just do them all the same size to make sure that they're all lined up properly.
it would have been useful if you had managed to like print out, cut and paste like multiple of them on page, and when you're minimizing them, make it like such of like 5 or something. That would have made it a whole lot easier.
It would have.
Because then I could just like put it on, and it wouldn't be taking me this long. That would be like much further along.
Very cool. And aside from that, Matthew's had a huge interest in the Knights Templar in the past. We did a series of paintings based on the Knights Templar, like Da Vinci Code inspired.
No,
Historically
historically inspired.
Very cool.
The Knights Templars were one. Let's put it this way: there is a reason why artists stay away from politics, religion, and over excessive amounts of wealth. Religion is one of the major and most bloody conflict problems throughout human history. More wars have been fought over religion than anything else. The Crusades was like 10 years of nothing but people just going out on a field and slashing each other to pieces.
All right.
That was just one. There were like 3 crusades, so that's like 30 years.
That's a lot of information. So, like I said, Matthew is very interested, not just Star Wars, History Channel, just learning more about the past. So we'll lighten it up a little bit. And if you'd like to give us some example of your painting there, we'll work on one of your Imperial troopers, and we'll just join you as you work on it. And I'll see if I can zoom too.
Well, there's one other thing I'd like to point out.
Yes.
You know why this tomb was placed in the center?
Why is that?
This is the tomb of Ajanta Paul, the very first Sith, the guy who founded the Sith Lord. He was originally a Jedi. He fought on the wrong side. His side lost. All the people, survivors of that war, were exiled from their planet. They came here to Korriban. Korriban is like as harsh as you can think. It's a very similar color-wise to Mars, but when you're talking things that are about this big, dogs about this big, with huge bull-like tusks, run around trying to bite your head off, and you've got giant, huge, disgusting leech worms, huge things that look like a cross between a centipede and a leech.
All right. Well, with that, Matthew, we're going to wrap things up with the Star Wars segment for the day. I do challenge you out there. So you see an example of Matthew's expertise and knowledge. So if anyone wants to challenge Matthew and quiz him on some Star Wars, he is prepared. He is ready for you. So just let us know in the comments there. But we're going to pause.
Possibly stop me would be someone who has either read all the comics that I have, watched the TV shows, or works for Lucas Productions.
There we go. Challenge out there to the public. So we're going to pause with that and go see Sherry Armstead over at Symmetry Gallery and see what she's got for you for Christmas. So if you will take a minute and then check out what Sherry's got.
Hi, it's Sherry. I'm here at Symmetry Boutique and Gallery, and it may seem a little early for Christmas, but people are shopping, and we wanted you to be aware we're ready. So come on in or shop online at symmetryboutiqueandgallery.com. Here's just a few things that we've sold year after year. The Santas that we have, this one has a full fur coat, and I call it a Santa with legs, and a sweater. The lady who makes these lives in Fairfield, and she does each one by hand, and they're all from recycled materials that she's gathered from numerous places. So come on down and check out the Santas, and we've got some great ornaments. The Nativity is really one of our top sellers. These fancy ones like this are laser cut from an artist in Utah. So we've got wood ones that are laser cut. We've got some great ornaments as well as the glass balls that are hanging in the window. And I appreciate you watching this, and come see us soon at 1000 Sims Road, Fairfield. Or again, shop online with us. We'll be happy to see you.
All right, we're back here, and we've got Liz featured on the Creative Cam. She's been doing a series of ornaments this year, and they're based upon Frozen, Harry Potter, some of your favorite pop culture things. Would you like to tell everyone about it out there?
Yeah, I just decided to make a bunch of these because, I got little cousins who are obsessed with these, and they're pretty good movies anyway.
And pull the camera up on you.
Yeah, I got little cousins who are obsessed with Frozen. And I like Frozen anyway, probably not to the degree that they are. But anyway, I love Harry Potter too, so. But yeah, I just thought, why not? I bet I could make a bunch of money with this.
So those of you that have tuned in for Live Art Mini, like when I say that too, you can check out the previous episodes on our YouTube channel. know Liz and her glass expertise, I do want to show off her drawing skills as well. So like we said, everyone draws freehand from looking at images for the most part. I'll say Liz draws freehand from looking at the images. So she designed her own drawings to the exact same size and scale that she was going to make the Christmas ornaments. So
Sorry that they look so terrible. I used them quite a bit, so.
I don't think they look terrible at all. I think they look awesome, and it shows off your drawing skills as well as your glass cutting skills.
I meant the condition that they're in, because I used them quite a lot, so.
Which you're going to focus on right now. Here we go. So
Yeah.
walk us through what you're working on. You can even tell us about the tools and any techniques you use.
Yeah, I'm going to be working on the Olaf one right here. I've already glued his face part down. This one's they call this one the runner. This one's called the clipper. Well, that's what I call it anyway. And this is the no, this is the clipper. I call this one the snipper or whatever.
Yeah, you got the chippers there in your hand. The other one was the runner. Which
Yeah, the
snaps it down.
chippers. This is the clipper. Yeah, I get them confused too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I use this one to kind of. I've already actually used the runner to kind of cut through here, which I've already done on this one. Because you see, whenever I go right here, I draw out what I want to do, which I've already done. And then I go like this. Basically.
You make it look so easy.
Yeah, it gets easier. In the beginning, I actually had you cutting for me, so.
That's true.
And then I got tired of waiting on you because you were with other people, so then I actually started doing it myself.
Whatever motivates you. So our goal is always to have you learn as much as you can and
Yeah.
be independent. So if it's from impatience,
Yeah.
that works too.
Yeah, well, I like to not be doing, I don't like to be doing nothing. Because that's kind of like how I was in the Art Institute. You can't not be doing nothing, you gotta be doing something.
You gotta stay busy.
Yeah, so yeah, we just glue it onto here. As you can see, I've already drawn these on. That's where this comes in. You start basically, you gotta go hard because when you hear it scratching against the glass, that's good. Because that means it's actually working. If it's not, then you're doing something wrong. And then you go like this. You try not to waste as much glass, you try to waste as little glass as possible.
That's right. Glass can get expensive, so I always want to cut close to the edge.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's going to be for the tooth of Olaf. And I really wish I had used a different glue because this glue is very watery. Which means it's going to take forever to dry. Basically, this is what it's going to do. So now I'm going to cut out one of Olaf's eyes because I like his eyes, since his eyes are, white, just like the snow, I like to put extra white there to make his eyes pop out more.
Very good.
And also to know where I'm going to put the black. So that way I know I'm actually what I'm doing with it.
So today's about pop culture and the influence. Aside from Frozen, you've done a lot of Harry Potter things. What are some of your other favorite movies and TV shows?
Well, I like Terminator, but Terminator doesn't really go well with glass. He's too hard for glass. I like Jurassic Parks. I like them. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Vikings, the history TV series Vikings, which is climaxing to its final part of the 6th season. I actually missed an episode of the 6th season. I couldn't get on demand because my demand wasn't working. Yeah, I actually saw quite a lot. Yes, and here's the nose. The funny thing about glass, the transparent ones, you can actually see and you can actually use to trace it from here. That's why I actually noticed why I marked these around, because some of this white isn't very good transparency. So sometimes if I really, really want to see it, to do the outline perfectly, I did the marker here to try and show through.
That's smart.
But unfortunately that doesn't do well with these color ones. So I had to look, so what I did here was basically go like right here and here and try to draw as best as I could. But the transparent ones like these are so perfect because then I could just put it over top and draw it easily. But I can't really do that very well.
Well, your drawing skills are so good. Just doing it freehand works too.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work freehanded because then you don't get the right size. But then yes, this is where this comes in because then you get to see all these little glass parts here still stuck. That one doesn't. This thing doesn't get those. That's where this comes in. I'm hiding it underneath the table because I don't like holding my hand over here. Because you're supposed to hold your hand over there, and sometimes my hand makes that thing move, and then I clip half the thing apart. So I just put it underneath the table so that way I can see what I'm doing and I don't hit Steve.
That's right. I always want to cover your chippers, that way the little shards don't go flying across the room or up at you.
Yeah.
As you can tell, Liz used to be one of our teachers in the education program, so stay tuned this year, or this coming year, for that. You can come to the art studio and Liz can teach you herself. Liz, any special plans for the holidays?
I have no idea because, I mean, we don't really know what's going on, but typically we would go to Grandma Sandy's for Christmas. But we are having steak for dinner this year at Christmas.
Can we come over?
I don't know. I don't know if you want to deal with my mother's side of the family because my Uncle Brent can be a real jerk, so, especially when he's drinking.
Liz, don't forget you are on live Facebook right now.
I don't care, he's not on my Facebook friends, so.
All right, we're going to spend another minute or so with Liz as she works on her ornament. You can check out our online store. There's a link in the comment section so you can see everything that Liz has been up to. And then she's also available for commission work. You can tell that she's very realistic in her skills, so she's done paintings, drawings, as well as glass work.
And I've cut myself, but that's okay, I'm avoiding that.
I'll get you a Band-Aid. It happens, whether we're live or not.
Yeah.
All right, got a Band-Aid coming your way. So that's a good moment for us to pause. And then if you'll go wash that, and you can put a Band-Aid on it. And then I'm going to go visit with some of the other artists here today. So thank you, Liz. Like I said, check out the online store for everything that she's done. I'm going to switch it back over to me. We've got the rolling camera. We've got the rolling cart. Just going to unplug here. Here we go. So we've got some other artists in the studio with us on this fine Tuesday. Going to see what they're up to. Dun, 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 dun. Got the Christmas music playing. There we go. Past Mr. Matthew again. And we're going to say hello to David Smith. Hi. David, what are you working on?
Snowman.
Can I show? Okay.
Sure.
So you got, who's this guy? Bert Bill? Do you know his name from this? I forget his name from the Rudolph special, but he's played by Burl Ives. So when we came in this morning, put on some Christmas music, he said you love Burl Ives. Mm-hmm. So that's how we usually get some ideas to help out the artists. Just kind of taking their interests, their likes, and things that they tell us, and making some art based on that. Can you show us some of your sketches over there, David?
Right here.
Yep. Very cool. Look at that. Adorable. So you can see David's done a few sketches today, and then we really pick out the best one to turn into more of a final piece. I'm just going to adjust the microphone here for a second. So as David's working on his canvas, he's just doing a freehand drawing from looking at the source imagery as well as his earlier drawings from today. And then what kind of materials are you going to be using on this?
Canvas.
Canvas?
Yeah.
So this would be done with acrylic paints. So some more traditional thicker paints with brush, which we might have time to move on to that today. So I'll let you keep drawing there, David. Very cool. See if we can see that there. And then David, I would encourage you to make this a full scene. Add some more trees in the background. So if you remember from the Rudolph special, he comes sliding through the trees in the forest. I'm going to pull back here. So I also pulled out, since we're talking about pop culture and being influenced by your likes and interests, I pulled out one of David's previous paintings from last year. So you've got the Cat in the Hat. This is David's take on him. Very cool painting, available at the store. What do you think of that, David?
Yeah, cool idea.
Remember doing that one? I like it a lot.
Me too.
My son loves the Cat in the Hat.
Me too. Yeah.
All right, we'll see those trees. We'll give one last look before we slide over here. Let's see what Keith's working on. So there's the start of the snowman painting, just going in as a pencil sketch. And then you'll be working on some acrylic paints later today. All right, we're rolling again. There we go. Whoa. Need a seatbelt, David. Let's stop in and say hi to Mr. Keith Woods. Keith, anyone you want to say hi to out there?
I'm Vicky, baby.
Hi, Vicky, baby. All right, what you working on today?
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls. So Golden Girls has always been one of Keith's favorite shows. So you've done some watercolors in the past. You've done some drawings in the past. So I'll show you what your imagery was earlier today. So Keith is working on the tracing machine to try to get some more recognizable imagery, but we got a picture of, who is this?
Dorothy.
Dorothy. And then here's Keith's take on Dorothy. And then you picked out a canvas size. We stuck to something small. Transferred Dorothy onto this little canvas. And then we're going to paint it in section by section, right?
Right.
Might need a little more gray in that hair. Who are you working on right now?
Blanche.
You got Blanche. Are you going to do all four?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show your Blanche. So you got Blanche from the Golden Girls. And then there's Keith's drawing. All right. Very good. Are they all going to be the red-orange for your background?
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Is anything else you want to say to anyone watching out there, Keith, baby? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Stay safe.
Thank you, baby.
Stay out of shady pines.
Anytime.
We got a top secret commission Mark was working on earlier today, but this is Mr. Mark Yu. Mark, anyone you want to say hi to out there today? Oh, what you working on right now?
What she done? I think.
Christmas tree. Okay, I'm going to angle this down so people can see a little bit better. So Mark is working on a drawing of some Christmas trees he was doing, and then now he's adding some Sharpie markers and watercolors. So this is very nice. Happy for the holidays. Like I said, we like to show off what else you've been working on, but it's a special commission. Want to say hi to Mom watching out there? Any words of advice as we leave for today?
Bank.
Put the money in the bank?
I went that way.
I like that. All right, we're gonna send it off for the day. David, and say goodbye-bye to everyone out there. Bye, everyone. Like we said, check out the comments section. You're gonna see links to our YouTube channel with all the other previous Live Art Minis, as well as a link to our online store where you still have time to order for the holidays. Curbside pickup is available too, so you just order online, mark that option, and then call the store when you get here. So from everyone at Inside Out Studio, have a great Tuesday, and join in next week for Live Art Mini. I think we're going to be decorating some masks. You've heard of ugly sweaters? We're going to get some ugly tacky masks. How about that, David? Bye, everybody. Bye.